everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we are checking out a beginner drone. It is the Neheme NH330. It is a beginner, no camera, no Wi-Fi, basic RC quadcopter ready to fly with the flip function, headless mode, altitude hold, a high-speed rotational feature, and 3 speed controls. It comes in 2 color choices to choose from, blue and red. So taking a closer look, we have the on and off switch right on top of the canopy. Just give it a push and the quadcopter powers up. We got some LED lights all around. We got clear LED in the front. We got red LED light in the rear, and we got blue LED lights on the sides. We got the 615 brushed motors with the direct drive push-in 4-bladed 30mm props, and the battery is a 3.7 volt 300 milliamp size battery in a case. Now it is said to be good for about 5 to 7 minutes of flight time. Now it comes with 2 batteries, so you will get double the flight time, which is nice. Use the provided USB charge cable to charge it up. It does, however, charge up the batteries to 4.5 volts. So it is overcharging the battery, which is not ideal, but it gets the job done. You can use an aftermarket charger to charge up the batteries to 4.2 volts if you wish. And the batteries, although in a case, are replaceable, which is nice. The quadcopter has full protection prop guards all around, so it can be banged around in all directions, even from the top, and the props will still be very well protected. Perfect for beginners. The remote controller is big enough to hold comfortably in the hands, and the switches and the gimbals respond very well. The gimbals are nice and smooth. Maybe there is a Wi-Fi version, so there is a placeholder on the top section of the controller, perhaps for a phone clip. Short press the power button to power up. Once powered up and down on the throttle stick to bind to the quadcopter, if the quadcopter is already turned on. So we have the headless mode button on the left shoulder, long press for high speed rotation. We got the dedicated flip button on the right shoulder. Press it and use the right stick to choose which direction you want to do the flip. We have the 1 key to take off and 1 key to land button, and long press for emergency stop. We have the power push button on and off switch. Now pressing down on the left stick will choose speeds 1, 2, and 3. Press down on the right stick for trim function. A long beep indicates the trim center for both elevator and aileron. Both sticks to the bottom and to the left will calibrate the gyro and the heading of the quadcopter, and it will take 3 AAA size batteries. Alright guys, so here we go with the test flight of the Neheme NH330. Batteries inserted, fully charged. So let's go ahead and power it up. The lights are blinking. Remote control up and down on the throttle. Both sticks to the bottom and to the left calibrates the gyros as well as the heading of the quadcopter. There we go. Nice. We are ready to fly. Now there's 3 different ways of taking off with this quadcopter. You can throttle up and down and let go, and it arms the motors, and you can now manually take off with the throttle. But it will turn off, safety precaution, so you have a small window of opportunity to take off, alright? Other way is 1 key to take off and 1 key to land. Just press this button and it will take off. Let's check it out. There you go. Automatic takeoff by itself. It's got altitude hold, and looks like there's a little bit of a drift going that way. Okay, let me go to speed number 2, which I can fight it a little bit better. So there you go, speed number 1. I'm sorry, speed number 2. Speed number 3. A lot quicker. You can fly this thing outdoors when there's no breeze or any type of wind. If there is about a 3 to 5 miles per hour wind, it will be very difficult to fly, as I have tested out in front of the house with a little bit of wind. There was no way I was able to fly yesterday when I was checking it out, but indoors it does very well, and when there's no wind at all, it does okay. Speed number 1. See, there's a small little breeze, so it's fighting the breeze right now, so I can't really show you the speed of speed number 1. I'll do that indoors. Speed number 2, speed number 3. So that is about the fastest you will get with this quadcopter with the small little breeze, and now it is with the breeze. Alright, so let's go ahead and land this thing. 1 key to land, and you can still redirect this path. There you go, and the motors turn off. Another way, the third way to start this thing is to toss, and it will arm and it will hover by itself. So let's check that out. Oops, failed attempt there. Okay, let's go ahead and check it out. Why is it blinking? Okay, calibrated it, and the lights are solid. There you go, successful. So you need to get a leap of faith and just toss it. It will arm itself and it will hover by itself. So that is pretty cool. You can toss to start on this thing. We're still in speed number 3. Alright, so let's check out some flips. There you go, right side flip. Does the flip pretty well. Rear flip, there you go. Drops down in altitude just a little bit from the starting point. Oh, not that time. Left flip. Oops. Whoop, 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 whoop. Left flip. There you go. I have to throttle up to regain altitude on that one. So all directional flips can be had. Now let's check out the headless mode. That was the northbound heading. Alright. Nope, it's not. It is not responding to my input. So I'm going to get out of the headless mode and recalibrate. So it loses its memory really fast. So let's go ahead and land it. So put it back on the table here and see if I can recalibrate it. There you go, calibration. Now that is the northbound heading. So let's go ahead and arm it and manually take off. Alright, headless mode. That way is the north, this way is the south. So pulling it back comes back to you. But that is the way I calibrate it, and that is the way the quadcopter is facing. Now, even if I turn it around backwards, it will do the same. So if I press it forward, it'll go to the northbound heading, and left and right. And I can do this with the spin as well. That is headless mode. Perfect for beginners. And if you want to spin around with those LED lights, that is cool too. So let's check out the high-speed rotation. Long pressing the headless mode button. And there you go, automatically spins around. Daytime doesn't look that great, but at night with those LED lights should look pretty good. Let me get out of it. I have to walk with it. Let me get out of headless mode as well. There you go. Alright, so we checked out the flip function, headless mode, and the high-speed rotation. That is basically everything that this quadcopter does. And that 1 key to take off and 1 key to land, as well as throw to start. So nice little quadcopter, basic RC quadcopter to learn how to fly. And this will do pretty good indoors because of those heavily protected prop guards. And looks like I'm getting kind of depleted. I do see the lights blinking. No, it is still solid, so we still got battery life, but I see it kind of dipping down a little bit up around the turns. Okay, speed pass. The wind kind of died down too right now, so it seems to be going about the same speed all around. This way should be a little bit quicker. There you go. That is the maximum speed of the NH330. Definitely an indoor flyer, definitely for beginners. And because of the prop guards that are super protective of the props, you can bang it around. You can even hit the ceiling, and it should be able to still fly about. It just bounces off the wall. I tried it already, and it is pretty cool. And look at that, very good controls. Even though remote control is very small, it is very accurate, and there's no stickiness to the gimbal sticks at all. It's nice and smooth. So good little quadcopter to learn how to fly. And it has altitude hold, and there you go. It dipped down, power loss, and I am able to bring it back. The lights are blinking, and that is going to be about the flight time of the NH330 by Neheme. Alright guys, so here we go once again. I got the second battery installed in here, so it is nice that they give you 2 batteries to play with. This time we're going to check out the maximum distance. It is said to have 120 feet, which is about 36 meters. So let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, we are in speed number 3. So let's go ahead and push it out. So there you go. That's about 20 meters. That's about 30 meters. And still going. Do I have control? Yes, I still have control. Let's go a little bit further. Control? Yes, I still have control. I think that's about 40 meters or so. And I still got control. A little higher. Yeah, that's about 50 meters right there. And I still have control. Okay. Let me see if I can bring it back. So yeah, it's got a pretty good distance. I don't think you're going to go that far with something like this. And I did go about 50 meters. So 36 meters, maybe, if you got some kind of interference. But out in the field where I'm testing it, yeah, I am able to bring it back after reaching about 50 meters. So there you have it guys. The maximum distance hasn't been reached, but it will go about 50 meters with no problem. By then the quadcopter is so small, you're gonna have to bring it back anyway. So this is a indoor flyer. So there you go guys. We're gonna go and check it out indoors now. So 3, 2, 1. Alright, here we go. We are in the indoor facility in the garage. There's no breeze whatsoever. So there's a slight drift going that way, so you can go ahead and do the trim. So there you go. It is now pretty steady. So here's speed number 1. So it's pretty decent. Speed number 1 indoors. You can maneuver around. Great for beginners. And like I said, because of the fortified prop guards here, you can bang into a wall and get away with it. And you can even hit the ceiling too. So it's perfect for beginners as well as experienced pilots. So that will be the full yaw speed there, and I have to kind of slow down. So here's speed number 2. That's the full yaw speed. So you can kind of do some funnels in speed number 2. Yeah, fun little flyer. And speed number 3. That is the yaw speed. It's not fast enough to make it look like a flying saucer or anything like that with the LED lights, but it is pretty fast. Even outdoors, we were able to fly around with a little bit of a breeze. And you can zip around indoors with this thing. All right. Let's see here. Long pressing the headless mode for automatic spin and getting out of it. And it is almost as if you are in speed number 3, yaw speed. So it is not that fast rotation. And that is in speed number 3. Alright. So I think that'll do it for this video of the Neheme NH330. Nice little beginner quadcopter, or a perfect quadcopter for a child. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time. There you go.